We found somebody who plays in one of these lottery clubs. Unfortunately, I didn't tonight, so maybe that's why I didn't win. If you can hear that, this steel metal rod flew through this tree. I would say this is about, probably about 12 inches thick. Rate My Cop insists that GoDaddy broke their contract and dropped them from the internet because of all the negative attention they were getting. I actually want to show you a piece of this roof that came flying off of this building from back here. That's what the tornadoes did. Very amazing video, and remarkably, nobody was hurt today. They've got water that they're trying to fight it from both sides, going back and forth. They said that they have this fire at bay, but what happened was they've got a double roof on this motel, so it got in between, and that's where they ran into their problems. The former choir teacher is accused of having sex with two of her students here inside the high school. If a 9-year-old girl lived here, then why was she found wrapped in a plastic bag, dead in a local storage unit? We've been here the whole time. They asked us not to go live because they didn't want it to trigger something into something worse than just a barricaded gunman, because that has been bad enough out here, and that's one reason why our lights may be a little bit dark and why you're not going to see a lot going on behind me except for this Michigan State Police cruiser. We took our webcam along because we wanted to see how long the detour actually took, and we also took our stopwatch. And we asked people here who they thought won, Republican or Democrat. Well, that answer still up in the air here because they're debating it right now. The reason why so many kids are disappearing from the district, no surprise, says the State Department of Michigan. We're learning that he got those prescription drugs from a boy who confessed to police that he stole them from a cancer patient. Katie, very amazing video, and remarkably, nobody was hurt today, most likely because, as you can see in the surveillance video, the shooter has a problem with his gun. It's noon, it's busy out, and two rival gangs clash in broad daylight outside Mike's Groceries in Flint. In the top left corner of your screen, one shooter pulls out his MAC-10, about to join the fight when his weapon jams. Majid Rishmawi was working behind the counter.
That will scare you.
But the scariest part is yet to come. While bullets fly, the shooter ducks inside the store to fix his gun. He rejoins the fight, but it jams a second time.
He's shooting outside, and now he's inside the store, hiding inside the store, trying to fix his gun.
Back inside, the shooter tries several times to unjam his weapon, and it's all caught on surveillance tape.
I didn't know what to do.
Owner Jubrail Rishmawi already called 911. All he could do was watch. A customer in the corner hides, but the shooter is oblivious to his surroundings.
I don't want any trouble inside the store, you know. Especially my wife beside me too, she's working with me.
This goes on for about 5 minutes. Finally, the gangster decides it's time to phone a friend for help. Sadly, police don't arrive, but gangster number 2 does. He waves the gun in the air, even tries banging it on the ground. And when he believes it's finally fixed, they storm out, only to retreat for a third time. But it all comes to an end when an irate customer scolds the two gangsters as they hop in their getaway car.
He's in the middle of shooting at somebody, and he's calling somebody, and he never let his cigar off his mouth either.
Rishmawi can chuckle about it now. Nobody got hurt, except maybe the gunman's pride. And police finally did show up. You don't see them in any of the surveillance video because they showed up after the gunman left, but they are asking anybody out there if you recognize any of the two men on the surveillance tape to please call 911. For now, we're live in downtown Flint. Julie Banovic, WNAM TV 519. FBI agents raided the home of the Flint fire chief earlier today, but so far, nobody is talking, not even the chief himself. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. This black SUV suddenly pulled out of the driveway of Flint Fire Chief Richard Dix's home Wednesday night to avoid TV5 cameras. Moments prior, we knocked on Dix's door and no one answered. When we initially walked up to the home, lights were on, and inside we could hear voices. Earlier this morning, federal agents raided the chief's home. The FBI will only say that they are conducting a Department of Labor investigation. We attempted to speak to neighbors, but no one was coming to their door. As you can see, we came out here, we went door to door, we tried talking to the chief, he won't come to the door. We tried speaking with neighbors, and not even they will talk to us.
You don't want nobody in your personal life, so don't come over here messing around nobody else's personal life.
One next-door neighbor finally answered, but she refused to go on camera. The only thing she would say is she witnessed FBI agents going in and out of Dix's home.
Right now, the big question still remains, what were federal agents looking for at the Flint Fire Chief's home, and when will the public know? So far, most everyone, including officials, are staying silent. In Flint, Julie Banovic, WNEM TV5.